basically two different types of bacteria living on each one of your eyes. They're obviously completely different because there's a lot of mixing in those areas, and of course they're not moving from eye to eye. So the lacrimal apparatus. All right, so lacrimal gland, part of the lacrimal duct, lacrimal sac, the punctum, the canal, and then the nasolacrimal duct. What is all of this? Basically, your tear production, right? So fluid production, which flow across the eyeball to help wash away debris. They deliver oxygen and nutrients and carry away wastes in carbon dioxide and prevent infection with bactericidal enzymes. So bacteria do live on the eye. Those are the ones that are actually okay with the enzymes that are supposed to fight those bacteria. So the bacteria that are on your eye are actually beneficial. And then of course there are versions that are not beneficial, mostly the skin or contact bacteria that end up getting in the eye. Those are the ones that end up causing issues, of course. And then when the tears flow through the lacrimal punctum to the canal, to the sac, to the duct, and then finally down through the nasal cavity. So obviously when people are crying, that fluid is going to wash through, wash down, and exit through the nasal passages, which is why people's nose always ends up getting runny and wet when you use those lacrimal ducts. All right, the eye muscles, not going to worry too much about this. We covered a little bit with what we talked about in Unit 3, but the main point here is obviously we can move our eyes in pretty much any direction, and it's all due to, of course, those round muscle movements or round muscles that are around the eye. The key here is it doesn't take much to have those muscles relax and have the eye actually pop out. You can see there's plenty of space for the eye to come out. It is a full fluid-filled sac, so it's all one unit. Once you disconnect those muscles, you pretty much have free reign for it. So you're not going to be able to pop it out too easily, but when you get those muscles to relax, your eye does come out a good 2 to 3 inches very easily. So when I've seen, this is the only surgery that I couldn't actually stand and watch because eyes, it's like gross to me. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I saw the eye pop out after one shot, I just kind of walked out of the room slowly, backing away. I wasn't going to watch any more of that. So, but it is a sight to see an eye literally just sort of just float its way out of the superior rectus. Going to move the eye up and down, medial, lateral, move the eye side to side. You have a superior, inferior, oblique, which is going to roll the eye inward and outward. And then, of course, we have our malfunctions. And these are all basically just muscle malfunctions, right? So you can have a esotropia, exotropia, so eso towards the inside, exo towards the outside, and then, of course, hypertropia for up and hypo for down. And this is all basically just due to those muscles not being either complete, right? So both eyes, muscles of one or both eyes not working properly. So some children are born with this, and that of course just means it was a developmental issue. The muscle didn't develop like it was supposed to. Most of the time with corrective glasses and exercises, these are pretty fixable now, where back in the day, of course, it was just live with it or try and fix it as easily as possible. But now they give you some glasses and teach you the exercises, and you should be able to get those eyes moving together as one. Of course, when you're doing this, you're going to get two different images sent to the brain, right? So imagine basically just covering one eye and being mono vision. That's bad enough. But now imagine the eye actually going off to the side or wandering up, and again, getting those two different pictures and having to process that information. Where, of course, our brain is keyed to see everything kind of together and to put one whole picture together. So you can surgically reposition eye muscles. I think that's more of the drastic turn. I have a nephew's nephew. I don't know what he is to me then. Is he my second nephew? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I have my nephew has a boy that had this when he was first born, and of course he's wearing the glasses now, and it has gotten a lot better, but I'm assuming surgery is like with all surgeries, it's probably the last line of defense for that. All right, the conjunctiva. Conjunctiva is that transparent mucous membrane that lines the eyelids and covers the anterior surface of the eyeball except for the cornea. So conjunctiva is going to be on the outside, and this is when you see people with pink eye. Of course, this is what you end up seeing. You see an infection on this mucous membrane, and of course, bad enough, what can it literally just cause?
Blindness.
Yeah, it can eventually